Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about children and the importance of fail before success. I'm Rita and today it's all about you. As a parent, we want to protect our children from failure, but the truth is that it is very important that the kids have the ability to learn from their mistakes. Encourage your child to take risks. Of course, it has to be controlled risks, but it is important for you to encourage your child to try things instead of making your child believe that everything is dangerous, that if she will try, things will get wrong, that she will get hurt, and so on. Children has to try things. Children has to do risky things. Children has to live this risk life because this is the way of learning stuff. I'm sure that you are understanding that I'm not saying that you have to throw your kid from 6 feet high because he has to learn something. No, what I'm telling you is not to encourage your child to be afraid of, for instance, dogs or cats. Encourage your child to have a play in a playground, which you know that accidents can happen, but the child has to learn, has to be adventurous at least a little, and has to learn from all of these rich experiences, and should not be stopped by you all the time and be afraid of having any type of things all the time. If you explain the risk to a child, and if you explain what she can do for doing that kind of activities but being secure and being safe at the same time, I'm sure that your child will understand, and I'm sure that you feel much more restless and much more relaxed every time that your child will do this kind of activity. Emphasize your child effort, but avoid reward about everything or things that are not really worth to be rewarded. Make the child understand that only true efforts are worth to prize. In this way, you are teaching your child to value hard work. If you give every time and for no reason some kind of reward to your child, just because you want or just because you feel good about it, you will not encourage your child to work for a purpose. You will not encourage your child to work for a goal. Instead of doing things for your child, teach the child to develop problem-solving skills. This is the best way for the child to feel safe about certain things and for you to feel much more relaxed, as we talked before. Show your child that making mistakes and have failures in certain things, it is normal, and it can happen to everyone. And that means that the child try to do something new, and failure doesn't mean the end of this activity. It has to mean that there will be another tries until the success. There are lots of opportunities for your child to learn from mistake. For instance, when your child asks for help, try to give her time to do the things first. It's normal that she will try and she will fail. And after the first try, after the first thing, and then you can help your child. For instance, helping tie the shoes. First, the kid has to tie the the shoes as they think she knows, or the way she do it, if she do it, if she knows how to do it, and then if she needs you, you will help on. When your child asks for an answer, a common parent instinct is to give the answer. But the most correct thing is to encourage your child to search for the answer. You can help guide your child until the answer. You can help guide your child for the search of that answer. But you can also teach them how to learn, how to where she can go answer her own questions, and so on. So this is important that you understand that you don't have to do this all the time, but you can do sometimes with your children. Not really give the answer right away, but just make her think, make her reach to the answer. Not really give her without have the opportunity to develop her learning skills and to develop her cognition. When something goes wrong, for instance, when there's a conflict between your child and some friends, you have to let the child deal with it, not really make any type of move, but work in your child, try to understand what is the type of behavior that the child thinks it's wrong, which kind of behavior she would like to see the other person or the other friend to have it, what kind of behavior she had that can really trick any other things in her friend, and so on. So sit with your child, looking back of things what things were happened, what things that were saying, and so on. Try to make the child rewind in her head what she could do different, particularly to guide her to solve this problem, not really go and solve the problem by yourself. And this is very important because you are giving your child the opportunity to develop self-esteem, self-concepts, self-confidence, and moral judgment. Your child doesn't do as well as you expected, and this can be in school or any type of behavior that you were expecting from a child, but she didn't do what you were thinking that she would do. You have to focus on the effort that the child have done. You have to talk with the child instead of recrimination, instead of accusation, instead of showing your own disappointment, because this will give her a much higher fear of failure. Part of the human experience is to learn from the challenges that we constantly have. If we want to succeed during our lifetime, in terms of career, in terms of relationships, we have to learn since a very early age how to fail and what it feels to fail and how we cope and deal with this failure. And this is exactly how we learn to deal with our own frustration in life, which is very important, not just during childhood, but during adulthood too. We have to understand that the initial failure is not really the end of our journey. It is just an early state, and that we can see our efforts, and we can see results from our efforts, and all of this can teach us important lessons that obviously will lead us to incredible success. And so that's all for today, guys. I hope you like it. I hope you subscribe to the channel. Leave a thumbs up, share with a friend, comment if you want, and I'll see you next time for another video. Bye!